We're back. Final moments here playing with the panel, but a campaign alert. Team Obama responding just moments ago to McCain's new campaign ad. Back with us, Joe, Todd, Rachel, and Jay. All these ads, they like to come through us first, so we'll show this one to you after we showed you the Maverick ad. Watch Obama's response.
He's the original Maverick.
The President and I agree on most issues. There was a recent study that showed that I voted with the President over 90% of the time.
John McCain supports Bush's tax cuts for millionaires, but nothing for 100 million households. He's for billions in new oil company giveaways while gas prices soar, and for tax breaks for companies that ship jobs overseas. The original Maverick, or just more of the same?
I'm Barack Obama, and I approve this message.
You know, Jay, what is finally smart here, I mean, just as I think McCain is right to go back to the biography that you pointed out is well known, this is what Obama needs to be doing. I mean, if this is a referendum on him, in McCain's eyes, he wants it to be a referendum on George Bush and McCain's closeness, his proximity to Bush, and in some ways, this much ballyhooed trip overseas lost him time to keep hammering that message.
I think you're right. I think Rachel mentioned this earlier. This is the big albatross around John McCain's neck, and it's George W. Bush, and you know that will sink him in the end. If McCain loses it, it will be because of Bush largely. And I think we haven't seen Obama attack that aggressively through his ads, and this is very pointed, and my guess is will probably be effective.
Rachel, what do you think of the ad?
I think that 47-year-old Barack Obama wants to win this election a lot more than 46-year-old Barack Obama did. His birthday was yesterday, and so far we've seen 2 ads, and they are the first 2 that we have seen from him that are absolutely, I mean, brutal, frankly, hitting John McCain, hitting McCain directly, not hitting him personally, but hitting him directly on policies and ties to George W. Bush, and I do think that's what he needs to do if he wants to win.
But, Joe, I mean, these campaigns are about poetry and prose, as it's been said. And part of the poetry of Obama is, you know, what we saw on stage during this trip overseas. But that was more than that. It was also a chance to shore up some of his weaknesses. Can't he do some of these messages at the same time?
I think it's hard for him to do that. But at the same time, David, I would say this, that it's awfully hard for Barack Obama to attack John McCain when people still don't really know who Barack Obama is. I mean, this is what the David Brooks article and the other articles were talking about, is that Barack Obama, on the one hand, is a great speaker, but people aren't sure who he is because, on the one hand, he can look into the camera and say with tremendous conviction that he's for public financing, and then with the same conviction, look into the camera and say he's against public financing. And the same is true on issues like guns and taxes and even on energy, where he says that, you know, he's against giveaways for the oil companies but voted for them in 2005.
All right, I want to get to a couple of emails here tonight.